Hey viewers, Eric here. So this past week Atlanta got hit with a snowstorm. We got a whole 2 inches of snow and all of Metro Atlanta shut down. So it's chaos, cars abandoned everywhere, people getting stuck, tons of accidents. It's like they've never seen snow before. So I filmed along the way my little journey back from my office to my house. It's about 7 miles. So you'll see that I got maybe an hour into it, about 3 miles, and I abandoned my car, parked it in a parking lot, and decided to walk home. So what you're going to see is the footage along the way. Pardon me for the cameras. I didn't know how to use my cell phone apparently, so that's why the camera's all distorted. But there it is. What's up, people? It's Eric here, driving home from work in the Snowmageddon 2014. Apparently, huge snowstorm hit where I live in Georgia, which is kind of crazy, in northern Georgia. So no one was prepared for it. We got off work at about 1400, so headed home. I am 3 miles from my office, and it's been 40 minutes. It's just jam-packed here. So take a look outside. It's just crazy. So kind of makes me wonder about if this is just a snowstorm. You gotta think about what's gonna happen if something bigger were to happen. And how would I get back to my house or get back to where I am? And honestly, the way things are going, my 10-minute regular drive is turning into about a 3.5, 4 hour parking lot jam session. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is we got to park up here in one of these parking lots. I'm probably just going to walk home, do a little PT for the day since I didn't get to do some this morning. And two, it'll give me a chance to walk the route for my bug out in case I need to, same situation, you get back to my house from my office. So stay tuned. I'll film along the way. Alright, so I decided to walk back. It's going to be way too long. I mapped it out. It's about 4 miles from where I am. And just going to grab my backpack. I had this neck gaiter in my car because I actually went hunting over the weekend, so it was kind of cold out. And I just left it in there too. So that'll work nicely. I thought I had gloves in the trunk though. Did not have gloves in the trunk, so my hand's gonna get a little cold. Just so you guys can get a little picture of what I'm talking about. That's what it's like right now. So 4 miles, about an hour 15 I take it within this weather. So I'll stop along the way and show you guys some accidents maybe, and what else appeals to me. So let's get to walking. So here it is, just walking home. This part of the road is really empty. A couple miles back, a couple cars got stuck on a hill. This is pretty hilly right here. Switch phones. Sorry about the quality. If this is worse, which I'm sure it is. But walking home, probably been walking for about half an hour or so. So should be hitting the main road here shortly. Really busy. Probably be a couple accidents. I'll show you guys what I've been sitting in for 45 minutes before I started to walk home. It's a very common scene on my stroll back. A lot of car stops, a lot of police helping people out. Alright, so when I made it back to my house, the first thing I did was do an AAR, an after action review. I did what went right, what went wrong, and how I can improve upon it for next time, because odds are I might need to do the same thing again, bug out back to my house or bug back to my house. So try to make it easier for the next time, where maybe it's not a snowstorm or something more life-threatening that's happening. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was eye protection. You can see in the video I was squinting my eyes a lot. I had a lot of the snow blindness from all the white snow. I left my sunglasses on my desk, so that was my fault, but made it home, no issues. The next thing I want to talk about is a neck gaiter. I mean, you guys saw it in the video. This is it right here. This is what we get issued. So it's elastic, goes over your neck, so you can wear it like this, and you can wear your hat over it. You can see how I had it in the video. I wrapped it up around my ears and put my patrol cap over the top of it to keep the wind off my neck and my ears. If I didn't have this in my car from over the weekend when I went hunting, I wouldn't have walked back. The wind was pretty brutal, so having this to keep the wind off my ears, huge savior. The next thing I want to talk about is a good pair of boots. I was in uniform, so I had my Nikes on, but I guarantee you, if a lot of people had the ability to walk or the shoes to walk, they would have headed out and abandoned their cars a lot earlier. But people were spending 20 hours in their car. It was no, no, thank you. I'll just walk home. So make sure you have a good pair of walking shoes or boots. You know, you got to be physically fit enough to make the journey back. I only had to go 4 miles, so it wasn't a huge burden on me. But some people, where this was a real scenario and they had to get out of Atlanta, people would be walking, 15, 20 miles. And if they're not accustomed to it or their body's not built up to it, they might not make the walk, and that can be the difference between getting back to your family or not. People were getting stuck in their cars. I had a coworker spend 11 hours in the car on the way back from Atlanta. You'll hear stories of people getting stuck on the highway, people getting stuck on the back roads, no food, no water, spending up to 20 hours in the car. Car was running out of gas. They'd leave the car, go get gas, walk back to the car, and run out of gas again. They have to walk back. So one thing I started doing was, keep your car at half tank, so that way you always have some fuel. Now, something as simple as a Cliff Bar could really make a difference in that scenario where you're stuck and you're just trying to kill time so you can get home. So I have a couple of these in my bag. I think you guys see the water bottle I had in there too. Just a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle. And that was it. I mean, 4 miles wasn't that big a deal to me. Did it in an hour and 15, and I stopped at the grocery store to pick some stuff up. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned something from it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions or comments, just post it below.